Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey and I am back with you again today to share how I'm planning this next week in my classic size Happy Planner. I will flip back to show you this current week that I'm working on. It is gorgeous. I just love it. These Be Happy box stickers are absolutely my favorite. So now going back to the week that we're going to work on, I've decided that this whole week is going to be a black and white themed layout. So what I've done is I've pulled out all of my stickers. These are the decorative stickers. They all have different qualifications. So for example, these are boxes that have text on them. So you can see that right there, like, you know, boxes that have text, right? Makes sense. These are boxes that are mostly patterns, though not entirely. And these are mostly just those clear word stickers of some sort, okay? So this helps me in my planning. I really like this. I'm not sure it's necessarily for everyone, but it works really great for me. So what I'm going to do is pull, first of all, that jury duty sticker off, because aren't we all really excited about jury duty? Actually, I'm not really upset about jury duty. I just, you know, it's just one of those things, right? Okay, so there's never a good time for it, I think, is the issue. I'm going to look through here and see what I can find that I want to use as a focal point. So really it could be very, very easy because I know that I have lots of plain old black stickers. So for example, this Get to Work sticker, this could be great. So I'm going to keep that in mind. And today is the perfect day to be happy. I mean, these are all fantastic. However, I don't want to make it just all words. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be all right with this book because as you can see, there are tons and tons and tons of these. But what I do need to do is I do need to find a, just sort of a plain one to, I don't know, I don't want to say set the tone, but kind of, right? Because I don't want them to all be just completely text. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out this sticker, and it's really pretty. I really like it, but it's one of those that are kind of harder for me to use because this isn't necessarily how I plan, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually kind of a good thing to stretch yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right here. I'm just guessing, so we'll see how this works out when I get over here, but there we go. So this makes it so that I have more than just words. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find some words, one of those black stickers that is just words that I can put right there next to it and take up most of this space. Not all of it, just most of it. I kind of like this don't stress, do your best, forget the rest, but I'm going to keep flipping. It works out okay for me because Thursdays and Fridays are sort of my light days, and so I can add a little bit more decoration than I would ordinarily in the beginning of the week. All right, so here we go. Be you bravely. It does exactly what I want it to do. It filled most of that space right there, and then I can put something down here and still have room for a to-do list, and if any activities crop up, I'll have room down here. So that's kind of my sort of thought process, is just making sure that I have room for things should I still need to add them. So I'm going to put this, oopsies, but I guess that's where it's going. I love it. I think that's really fun. And again, I still have room. So should I need to add an activity or two, I have room. I have a little bit of room here, and I can put my to-do list here at the top. Okie doke. So now I'm going to flip back over to this side, and what I like to do is I like to balance all of the things, right? So we have some text here, we have some florals here, so let's get something a little bit more linear over here. Now this one on the top, it obviously keeps speaking to me because it's on the top and it keeps shouting, use me, but I'm not going to be that easy quite yet. is my point. I'm gonna look for something nice and linear, stripes, or nice crisp polka dots. So not something like this. This has more of an organic pattern, but something that's very like this, for example, that could go right there. So I think that what I will do is I will use this. I'm gonna put it as close to the rings as I can get. Now, ordinarily, you know, I would have already taken this all out, but I'm actually really happy I haven't because now I can get right up close to the rings, but not too close. Now, I'm also going to look for another pattern, which you can see here, I've got a pattern. I've got patterns to choose from. I'm just kind of trying to peek through and see if I can find ones that maybe I wouldn't ordinarily reach for in my regular planning, because the point of this type of layout for me, might not be for you, but for me is to use things I wouldn't ordinarily use. So this is how I kind of get around some of the excess stickers that I end up with, because you'll end up with all these stickers that you haven't used. Well, so that's where we're at right here. I'm trying to use things that I wouldn't ordinarily use. So I haven't used a metallic yet, so I could think about that. But you know what? I think I'm going to use this one. It's cute. It doesn't have any metallics, and I like it. And I can put it on Monday. So there's that, right? All right, so I'm going to pull this over to the side just a tiny bit and move it up as well. So now I have plenty of room to still add things here. Now I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through these words. These are stickers that I definitely don't use anywhere near as much as I use some of the others. So again, this is one of the reasons why these types of weeks are really good for me in terms of using stickers I wouldn't ordinarily use. Okay, so I'm thinking about this Do What You Love because it's huge and it would fit right there. You Can and You Will also works. There's lots of really awesome ones that will work, but because of its size and the space that I have here, I think I'm going with this one. Now, I'm also, I know it's crazy, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my stickers, and I really like the heart. Let's be honest, I like it, it's very cute, but I'm going to remove it because I don't want the pink, okay? So, sorry, I'll see you later, little pink heart. There we go. So I still have room to add other stuff, right? A little something here, a little something here, a circle, you know, all those kinds of things. But so I think that, oops, that's part of a sticker. Ha 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 ha. Maybe even a little bit of washi, right? But I'm gonna just look through and see what I've got, because I'm sure I have some of those thin ones that maybe have like an arrow on the end or a little flag. You know, there's just so many different types of really great stickers that are always included. So I just want to find ones that fit in this space. And I apologize because I know these kind of weeks are a little bit more, I can't even think of what the word, it's definitely like, you know, you have to watch a lot more because this takes longer to do all of this. Okay, here's one that says today. So I could put that there, and you know what else I can do? I can slide it right over closer because it goes in between those rings, or discs, I'm sorry. So there's so many fantastic ones, and I just love that. I love that there's so many different choices. Now, because I already have a circle over here, I'm not going to repeat the circle, okay? So I like to be careful and considerate of my shapes. So I love the more organic feel of a circle, and so that's why it's great to add it, and I probably will add another one over here, but I don't want to go crazy and have it all be circular. So when you see these types of things, yes, that would work great, but I'm not going to use it because I'm not sure that it's exactly what I need. So now, for example, I just saw one that's black and white and it says The Good Life. Where did it go? There we are. Now what I can do with something like this, because it has the white background, is I can overlap it. Right? Adorable. And it's just perfect there. So I'm just going to keep looking for smaller things that I can add that aren't necessarily, you know, they don't have a specific purpose. They fit overall with the layout. Just looking, basically, just searching for stickers that I should use. Now I'm thinking I need a circle, but I kind of want a bigger circle actually now that I'm sort of looking at it. And I have a whole one of these books that's full of circles, so I should just pull that one out. But for right now, this is all right. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Have you guys done, let me know in the comments below if you have done a week like this where you have done all one color. I love personally those weeks. They're always some of my favorites when I go back and look at my planner pages. And so that's why I like to try to remember to do those as I go, because I think they always look great. And black and white, I'm just a big fan. So that heart just is so cute. It really added something right there. All right, so what I'm going to do, I see this high five, and I think it's going to be perfect because, okay, so I've got the high five. I'm going to trim off this edge. So see right there, it's flat now. So I can make it sit flush with this word love. Otherwise, I felt like it was just kind of going to be floating out there and not really necessarily exactly what I needed it to be. Now, I actually just had another idea pop in, so I'm going to find another black. Okay, have an idea. Hang on. I know, I'm crazy. Super thin black and white washi. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. And I'm going to put it right here. I love this pattern too. It's polka dot, obviously, but with the teeny tiny little polka dots, it just really is so delicate and pretty. All right, so I'm going to trim it off right here. It's actually overlapping that sticker a little bit, but you can't tell because the background is clear of the sticker. All right, so then we've got that. Washi is so cute. I'm going to leave it out just in case I can find another reason to use it, which is probably not likely. All right, so now I'm going to take this other black and white sticker. It's in here. I know it. I've seen it. I don't want it to be too huge. Be you. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before, which is I'm going to trim off the bottom edge so that it can sit flat. Perfect. Now I need a little something right here maybe. I don't know. Let's not worry about that just yet. All right. So I do really need something here. So let's find a little something. There's a cute happy weekend, but I don't think I'm going to use it. All right. Sometimes you got to think these things through, and I'm wondering where I might be able to find what I'm thinking about. Oh, I just thought of it. Okay, so now what I do have is these. So maybe I can find something here. Oh yeah, these could be perfect, right? I could just put a little something right through there. Let's hold on to that. I've got an idea. What I was thinking was that I was going to put one of these big floral patches right there. So, you know, like this or something, which is super cute, don't get me wrong, but I actually have a whole new idea now. So what I'm going to do is back here, there are these boxes, you see them, and I'm going to use there is one that says go to a ball game, and that would be perfect. However, I think that what I'm going to do, because I want to fill this whole space, is I'm going to take this one, okay? There. Now I can write in the information right here. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to pull these out. All right. Now I can add my activities, and now I'm kind of annoyed that this is crooked, but I guess I'm going to have to live with it because it's already totally down. But I'm going to add my activities and my to-do lists. So I think that what I'm going to do is for the idea of simplicity, I'm going to stamp my to-do lists. So here we go, and I think just to keep it, I'm just going to use the circle one. Now what I'm going to pull out is my stamp block and my VersaFine Clair. Now as you can see right here, there's actually 7 checklists. I'm only going to use 5, okay? So that just requires being a little bit paying attention when you're inking up, that's all. So you can see maybe I did not ink up those last 2. Now, why am I doing that? Well, I don't usually have 7 things that I add to a checklist. It doesn't mean sometimes I don't. I'm going to wipe that stamp off. By the way, I'm just going to pull out a little wipe and do that. I don't always have 7 things to do, first of all. And then second of all, I want to leave a little bit of room. So, okay, first of all, I want you to see where I got ink there. I got ink on the side of my finger, and then I transferred it right there. So that's what I talk about when I talk about how I'm a messy crafter. That's how I'm a messy crafter. So that way I can add a little bullet point or something like that if another activity comes up. There's still a little bit more room because I know that I don't need 5 checklists. So just being realistic there. Now I may be able to go back and add like a heart or a star or something to, or a camera or something like that to cover that up. So stay tuned. We'll see if I can figure out a way to get that ink covered up on that page. But that's exactly what I'm talking about when you hear me talk about how I clean my stuff up right away so that I don't make a mess. That's me making a mess. All right, so let's take the other side and I will do the same thing for Thursday and Friday, but I don't do on the weekends. So just Thursday and Friday, we'll add that little list. All right, so there. Now we're finished with the to-do list. So I'll go ahead and I'll clean off my block because as you already saw, it doesn't go well for me if I don't do that. And I think that there was a really cute little camera in here that I'm going to go ahead and go with. Let's see if I can find it. Actually, you know what would work really well now that I see it? Oh my gosh. That little phone call is, or the little telephone, so cute. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this guy. I'm going to use this right here. There we go. Because I do have an activity and then now it's covered up. So that works out okay. So I can put my ink pad away because I'm finished with my stamping. Don't let my messiness scare you away from stamping if you're still thinking about it but haven't tried it yet. I'm a messy crafter. That's all there is to it. Okay, so now I do need to add something down here for a basketball practice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use a little, let's see, I'm thinking about it. What should I use? I could use I was thinking that I could use a bullet point, but you know, last week I tried something very similar and it just didn't work out very well. So I think that what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to use one of the boxes from the Colorful Boxes book. I think that'll work out a whole lot better. Okay. Then Wednesday, I don't have any activities. So I can move on to Thursday and I don't have any activities there either, or Friday. So I already put down my Saturday one and then I just need to put itty bitty down here on Sunday. So I'll use my Tombow Fudenosuke pen. I apologize for anyone that I have offended with the way that I pronounce that. Now, writing this itty bitty right here reminds me, that's the perfect example of how my planner works for me, because I know exactly what itty bitty is. I know when I need to be there. I know where I need to be there. So just having itty bitty there is good enough for me. I don't need to add anything else. And I know that sometimes, you know, everybody uses their planner differently, and so somebody else may write more details. I just don't need to. That does it for me. So anyway, guys, that is a look at how I planned this week in my Classic Happy Planner with mostly just random stickers for my stash and a little bit of stamping too. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thanks so much, guys, and make it a great day.